I want to tell the story of the path of self-realization. Why? Because it's been the biggest thing in my own life. When I was young, I had huge realizations, and it can be called a moment of awakening. I had that, which then, for the rest of my life, I wanted to speak about that in one form or another. Everybody sees the piece in their own eyes, which is beautiful. You know, I felt drawn to create it for a certain meaning, and everybody sees their own thing. But what I love is when someone comes to me and says, look, I bought the calling because I've gone through this life stage, and now I feel like I'm crying out to the universe. I'm crying out my calling. And for them, it's represented a stage in their life. You need to find that which is true in yourself through the calling, and then have the faith to put that into action. And the figure symbolizes this by having the eyes closed, because it's an inward knowing. And then the figure then is leaping outward in a state of complete freedom. I remember at different times in my life where I've had to take a leap of faith. It was a leap of faith for me to set up my own studio. I was in the apprenticeship, they were then going to give me work, and I decided no, it wasn't enough. I needed to take a leap of faith to set up my own studio where I could completely express myself. Suffering comes about through the ego, meaning you have an idea of who you think you are and who you think you should be. And in trying to live to those things, you suffer. And when the suffering builds up enough, something breaks down. And in the breaking down, something is realized. The piece symbolizes it by having the flames coming around the piece, and then the piece looking skyward bound, because it's looking to beyond itself, to the bigger picture. It's literally been burnt to the ground, and then what's left is your true self, not the idea of who you think you are. This piece is to symbolize and capture, through the focusing of your mind, you can literally carve out your own destiny. I came up with this concept of him carving himself out as he forms himself to create his own destiny, to form through the daily process of keeping his vision clear. He goes to work to create his dreams. The pieces are very emotive for the collectors of my work because it speaks to those cornerstone moments, those moments which were the crucible of the leap of faith, the crucible of their born of fire, to symbolize their hardest times, their greatest achievements, them realizing something about themselves and living truer to themselves.